Okay, sun is starting to go down. And you know what that means. It's time to do a shot deck inspiration, friends. If you follow the channel, last time you'll know that I did a shot deck inspiration. I did There Will Be Blood, and then I took it to my mentor, Turner Jumonville's house, and he critiqued it in a podcast that we're calling DP Critique, okay? And let me just, the sky is beautiful, but let's just expose a little bit more over here for the face. And in that segment, we actually chose a new shot to create from the Batman. So I'm going to, well, I'm obviously playing with Charlie because he's ravenous, but I'm going to create a shot from the Batman tonight of Zoe Kravitz walking down a hallway. She's got a red wig on. I'm not going to be wearing a red wig like Turner asked if I was going to. Look at this beautiful sky. I mean, come on. Incredible. Tonight, we're going to be recreating this shot, which I will show right here. And I will show you the setup as I begin. Okay, so the first thing I'm doing is I have the FX6 setup ready to go. We're using the servo zoom, which is a 28 to 134 or 135. It is an f4, so there's not going to be a ton of fall off, which won't be the same as the Batman because they used anamorphic lenses and there is a lot of fall off, and it's probably much faster than an f4, but I'm working with what I got here, guys. I don't have a lot of long lenses, and this one feels like it's a lot longer than I probably have, so we're going with the 135 or somewhere around 135, 100 to 135 probably. I'm just gonna put two Amaran tubes on either side of me and then key light me from the front with like a blue with the the F22 Amaran flex light. And that's what we're gonna do. Okay, I'll see you soon. Okay, just to give you a little clue as to what's going on here, I putting together two of these 4-foot Amaran tubes. Man, they're really handy, and they're really, really nice lights. Just to be clear, I am not sponsored by Aperture or Amaran at all. I just use their products constantly. Freestyle Cinema Rentals, where I worked at for quite a while, is a rental house, and they started moving to Amaran, or I'm sorry, they started moving to Aperture almost exclusively, and I started picking up some of the fixtures because of that, because they're really powerful and they're just really great lights, super cheap too. So, I mean, relatively cheap. They're relatively cheap. I think this is like $350, which is a lot of money, but it is so powerful. So we'll see if we can make this thing work tonight. So we'll see. Just to give you the update as to where I'm at. Okay, so this is the Amaran F22, which is a 2-foot by 2-foot LED flex panel, which is RGB WW, so it does both. I think it's like 2700 to 7500 Kelvin for white white light, and then it has hue and saturation for all RGB. So the first thing I'm doing right now is, like, you might be able to see on the monitor, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, is that I'm setting exposure for skin tones here, right? But in my vlog camera, because I don't have any neutral density filters on it, it looks really bright, really blue. But on my FX6, it's almost like silvery, steely blue, because I've ND'd down quite a bit. I need to check what the white balance is on this, because the white balance actually should be probably 4300. What am I at? I'm at 5500. I think that'll be okay because it will allow the backlights to be warmer. So then what I'm going to do is, I think I'm good set here. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on these guys. Striking? Yeah, so I can already see that it's like sort of happening. It's so blue right here. But again, hopefully I'm ending this down and hopefully I'm achieving the look. So I'll turn on this other light here as well. Let's see. I have a feeling these lights are going to be way too low as far as output is concerned. So, but you can sort of see how it's building shape already, right? Like the lights from behind her, it's bouncing off the back wall, which I did not do last time. And we'll see. Hopefully this will look a little bit better, and hopefully Turner will have some kind things to say. Maybe not. Either way, even just like look at this lighting setup, just the bicolor of it is like, even just this is like great. Key light, kicker light, or vice versa. Moonlight with something back here. Interesting setup. Anyway, we'll keep learning. I think we got it. That's what we got for today. But yeah, I'm gonna take it in the computer. I'm gonna send it to Turner and we'll see how it goes. Let me know what you think. So just to give you guys an update about what's going on, I have now shot this 3 more times, because when I'm taking it into post, I'm starting to color it, what I'm starting to realize is that the choice to use the RGB light and not use white light that's leaning on the blue spectrum was the wrong choice. So also I way underexposed. Like, it looked good in my monitor. I gotta figure something out about exposure. I gotta do an exposure test so that I get really good at understanding what the exposure looks like in the FX6, so I can get really clean signal and then pull it down, because what I was dealing with is that it's just super noisy footage because I'm just not exposing it well. It's too dark, which is interesting. So look, I can show you right now that you can see this is just so blue compared to her, which is like white with a blue cast. Because this color is like in the skin, I can't actually push it I can't pull it back at all. So I'm now going to try and see what happens if I just used white light. Look, either way, it's a learning lesson. That's why I'm doing this, because I'm learning stuff. So there we go. My biggest learning lesson from tonight was about color rendering and working with color in the image. I think where I put the fixtures worked. I think the focal length that I got to worked pretty well. I think the framing and the actual lighting setup, I think that stuff all worked. I'm just trying to figure out the color rendering situation. I feel like could have been better. So I feel like I learned that I need to learn how to expose for my camera better. We'll just keep doing that and see how it goes. And also I learned I need to be a better colorist. So there's that. Okie dokie, friends. We'll talk soon. Talk to you tomorrow when I'm talking to Turner about this shot.